Okay, guys, we are back for round one of this Legacy League on the play. Let's see what our hand looks like. This hand. This hand is missing a threat. It's missing any cantrips, like Stifle. Sometimes you just play a Stifle and win the game on the spot, but other times it's not great. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to mulligan this hand because there are some decks that this is just 3 lands and 4 blanks. But there are others where we can really get him with Stifle and Stifle into Stifle with Wasteland backup can win some games. So I'm gonna keep it. It's not great. Don't love it, but I'm not sure that we would necessarily find a 6 that was better. And against some decks, this hand is really fantastic. So let's play with a Flooded Strand. Maybe we can get our opponent to think we're on Miracles or something, and not play around Stifle and see how it goes. Polluted Delta. You fetch that. Stifle that. Stifle that all day. We'll get a Trop because as soon as they see this Stifle, they're gonna know what's up. Now the problem with this kind of play is that if I don't have a threat and a way to like put some pressure on my opponent, they're eventually going to draw lands, and I'm going to draw lands too, apparently. So let's just play out another Flooded Strand. I'm going to keep the Volcanic in my hand in case I draw Brainstorm, and I will, of course, snap Stifle another fetch. I'm going to go for it again. I'm going to say no again. So at this point, it's possible that my opponent is out of lands, needs to have some cantrips, and is in a rough spot. But again, if they go, land into Delver, I guess I could daze it, but I'm not feeling good about that. Oh, you're going to force this. Pitch a Snapcaster. So I'm going to daze this. And now I think we're in pretty decent shape. And we win the game. Okay, so we've seen a Polluted Delta and a Snapcaster Mage. I'm not sure what we're up against because Miracles, as far as I'm aware, is playing mostly Flooded Strands and Prismatic Vistas. So the Polluted Delta is a little hard to read. In Legacy, a lot of the decks, it doesn't really matter what fetch lands you're running as long as they get an island. So how are we going to sideboard? Definitely want these blasts. Maybe we can shave the Dismember in case this is a control deck. Maybe we want Flusterstorm. Force of Negation, like if this is Grixis Control or something, I really don't want Force of Negation, but if it's Miracles, I definitely do. Stifle, like they're going to play around Stifle like crazy now, so I'm going to trim all 3 of these, especially on the draw. I think Stifle loses a lot of value on the draw. Because in that last game, we were able to just play a land, Stifle you can't cast a spell, Stifle you again, can't cast spells, and the game is over. So let's cut these, and then Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster Mage makes me feel like this is Grixis Control. So we got to bring in one more card. Let's bring in the Force of Negation, just because if this is Miracles, we really want to keep them on the back foot. This is a fine hand. We're gonna keep it. Okay. Trout Noble Hierarch. Noble Hierarch and Snapcaster Mage. Who plays, what deck plays Noble Hierarch and Snapcaster Mage? So I'm pretty sure we want to open Delver here. I'm like the only reason to think about playing Ponder is if this is a Wasteland deck and I play Delver and get Wastelanded. Then I'm pretty far behind and I need to count on top decking a land. If I play Ponder, what does that do? I can set up a Delver flip for the following turn if I don't have to shuffle. I think I'm just going to lead with Delver here and see what happens. We got a Daze, we got Force. So unless my opponent has exactly Wasteland, I'm feeling okay. Ugh. So here's the question. Like, I definitely want to Daze this Tarmogoyf to protect my Trop from Wasteland. But then the question is, like, do I want to force it on top of that? And I think not, because I think if I can resolve this second Delver, we can race the Tarmogoyf. We can race one Tarmogoyf, and if another one comes down, we'll force it. Okay, my opponent obviously pays for the Daze. 1/2 Tarmogoyf. You know, maybe we draw, oh no, we can't draw any combination of Wasteland. Reveal, no. So I think I'm priced into Pondering here, or Wastelanding their Wasteland. If I Wasteland their Wasteland and their follow-up is another Tarmogoyf, I basically have to force it. I think we got to Ponder here. Find another land. We don't. That sucks. Land. Tarmogoyf. Okay. Now I think I lose. We have an Exalted Tarmogoyf coming in. I'm going to have no lands. And just be, like, extremely far behind. Yep. There's that. Life from the Loam. Life from the Loam. So they're just loaming back one Wasteland, so maybe they don't have additional lands, and I can claw my way out of this by forcing this loam, wasting the Trop, and hoping that my opponent bricks on lands a couple turns, or I can kill this Noble sometime soon, because if I let this resolve, I can't win. Excuse me. Land or flip. Yes, got a flip there. Still not great, but we might have a chance. We might have a chance if we can rip a couple lands in a row, play our own Tarmogoyf. My opponent decides not to dredge the loam, so they do need the lands. Yeah, Ponder, that resolves. I can have 6 here because I can't do anything. Shuffles, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Not awesome. Thought sees me. So this is like a Sultai Loam deck, I guess. Okay, definitely need lands. Definitely, there's a land, okay. So my opponent attacks for 5 with Tarmogoyf. I attack back for 6. They go to 9. Ugh, this is not good. This is not good. And they're gonna have Loam next turn. So next turn, they dredge Loam, play Loam, get back a Wasteland. So I think I need to brainstorm here. Can maybe set it up so that next, if I can go like Land Delver, flip, and have some kind of a chance. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This Blue Blast is not looking great. So next turn I'm gonna get Wastelanded. The Loam Wasteland. Then I draw another land, and there is Blue Blast on top of my library. So I'm going to put Blue Blast on top of the to flip the Delver because I just can't. I can't be just waiting around and hoping to catch my opponent with a Blue Blast. I need to just like get the beatdowns going. So I'm going to take 5 from Goyf here, go down to 4, attack with Delver. Oh, I think I've lost. I don't know if there's any combination of cards that gets me out of this. That is a big Goyf. That is a big Goyfy boy. So here I'm gonna play this Delver. My plan is going to be to chump block with this one, shuffle away the Red Blast on top of my deck, and hopefully draw a Tarmogoyf. Actually, Tarmogoyf doesn't even get me out of this. I think I'm dead. I'm dead. Can maybe draw. Yeah, I guess I just need to draw chump blockers for 2 more turns. Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know why my opponent would do this, because I obviously need to block the Tarmogoyf with Delver of Secrets. So the top card of my library isn't relevant anyway, and I just brainstorm, so I would put something bad up there. Alright, if this is an Abrupt Decay, I lose. What is format? Jace. Jace. Okay, good game. So we have like Sultai Loam. Interesting. So my opponent showed me Jace, so I want these blasts. I think I do want the Force of Negation. If I can Force of Negation a life from the Loam, that's big game. Is Noble Hierarch and the Snapcaster Mage that we saw in Game 1 enough reason to play Rough Tumble? I think so, because if I'm on the play, and even if my opponent goes like turn 1 Noble, and turn 2 I Rough Tumble, it's okay. Gonna bring in this Dismember because we saw this Goyf. Stifles. I haven't played one Stifle. On the play, I'm gonna board out 2 forces. I think I like Force of Negation better in this matchup, just because it will exile the life from the loam. Spell Pierce, spell Snare, that's fine. Wasteland. So we got 3 cuts to make. So black is going to give my opponent access to not just edict effects, but Plague Engineer. So maybe Nimble Mongoose is something I want to look at cutting. And I think Submerge is okay. It'll also answer a Tarmogoyf. So we can cut these gooses. None of these other things. Winter Orb looks pretty bad against Noble Hierarch. I think 1 Stifle is where I want to be. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, this hand's fine. So we have to cast a turn 1 Ponder. We got to find some lands. Preferably, yeah, something like this. So we'll leave the Brainstorm on top, draw Delver next turn, and hopefully be off to the races. Swamp, probably a Thoughtseize here. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. So we should be able to get a decent read on what our opponent is trying to do, based on what they take with this Thoughtseize. This is an interesting deck, you know. Okay, so that to me feels like a true name Nemesis or Jace the Mind Sculptor in my future, so let's try to have that not happen and cover our bases. You know, we've got Spell Pierce, Force, and a Delver on the way. So we're going to play this Delver. What's going on here? And chip the turn. I'll Spell Pierce pretty much anything here. Well, I don't know. That's not true. That's not true. Alright, we got a Bayou. Abrupt Decay. Well, that can't be countered, so yeah, resolves. This Bayou is looking pretty juicy for my Wasteland. Let's Brainstorm first. I don't have Nimble Mongoose in the deck, and I think if I draw Tarmogoyf, I'm not really interested in tapping out to play that. This is good. This is good. I like all these cards. So we're definitely going to go Wasteland this turn. The next turn, I think I'll just have to draw Polluted Delta and shuffle something away. Give me 1 second. So, yeah, we're gonna put force, draw delta next turn. Wasteland you. I should go over the turn. I'm gonna close my door. You guys. Yeah. Well, sure. Alright, a brainstorm here. Oh, since I don't have another threat, I think I just have to let this resolve. My opponent doesn't have a fetch land. If they play a creature, we can deal with it. Now, also our Submerge is turned on. If you don't know this card, you can put a creature on top of its owner's library for free if they control a forest and you control an island. So we're going to play this Polluted Delta here. I'm not sure if I'm really looking to draw Force of Will. That'll kind of depend on how my opponent's turn develops right now. Another Brainstorm, so they're really digging because they already knew the top card. If we can get like a Tarmogoyf or something going, we're gonna be in good shape. So here I am gonna shuffle away that force. We'll get a Volcanic Island, and we draw a Force of Will anyway. Okay, there's classic Magic the Gathering Online. So now I know my opponent isn't going to do anything. So this Ponder, I think I will Spell Pierce because they know that their top card from Brainstorm, it's not a land, which is obviously what they need. So we're going to go ahead and get this out of here. And hopefully we can draw a threat right now. Tarmogoyf, Wasteland. That's good. That's good. I'll take it. This turns off our Submerge, but I don't think that's really a problem right now. And it has, of course, the second mode of every blue card in this deck, which is that it pitches to Force of Will. Brainstorm, great draw. Awesome. Alright. I'm going to put back 2 forces. We're going to Ponder. And almost definitely Shuffle. Yeah. Wasteland. Okay. You know, since my opponent went for that turn 1 Swamp, it kind of is going to force them to fetch non-basics in the future. We draw Force of Will again, even though we shuffled. Fascinating. I'm going to hold the... yeah, I'm going to sandbag the Wasteland in case my opponent draws a land, draws a fetch land, and just goes for another Trop or something like that. Let's see what we got here. Thoughtseize. I think I'll just daze this. You know, this trade's 1 for 1, and I kind of want to, for some reason I want to protect this Lightning Bolt and the Submerge and everything, so draw more counter magic. A bit of a standoff here. Excellent. My opponent's going to have to go to discard again. So, on the one hand, this would be good if I was attacking with a Delver or a Mongoose or Tarmogoyf or something, but just draw more lands. Let's draw more lands. Alright, I'm going to play Flooded Strand here. Next turn I'll have hard cast Force of Will plus Force of Will up. And so as long as we can draw a threat, I feel like this game, we're going to be in pretty good shape. Opponent going to discard again. That's excellent. Ponder. Great draw. Okay, I think this is just what the doctor ordered. Yep, so we did have a Jace there. We're going to defend this one. If they force again, we'll just let it resolve and play another one next turn. Yeah, okay, fine. So now my opponent has 3 cards, 1 land, and we have a True Name Nemesis. We've got a fetch here. Gets 2 basics. Tarmogoyf. So, what are the chances? This is their second Tarmogoyf because they discarded 1. I think I'm just going to force this and try to take over the game from here. Oh, I forgot to shuffle. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. That was dumb. Sorry, guys. Another Goyf. Yep. Okay, but now with this bolt, I think I'm going to be able to erase this Tarmogoyf. Yeah, with 2 bolts, I can definitely erase this Tarmogoyf. There's going to be 6 here, 6 next turn with Days backup. I think we are in good shape. Ladies and gentlemen. Noble Hierarch. Sure. I think this also does not really affect the race at all. So I'm going to fire off this classic Old Border Lightning Bolt first. Yeah, my opponent is F6. Shuffle in case there's any reason not to. Actually, they're going to have 1 more mana from Noble Hierarch. Yeah, they don't have blue mana right now, so we're just going to go for the win. Alright, when we get there. Interesting deck. Obviously, like, Leovold is a very powerful card, but this just seems a little clunky. Like, this is not great. Alright, thanks for watching.